Brandon Aiyuk looking like he's not coming back. One of the best wide receivers in the league, top 10, maybe top 5. But hey, Niners still have lots of weapons. Plus, they spent their first round pick this year on a wide receiver who's a lot like Brandon Aiyuk, Ricky Pearsall. You know, they're very similar players. They both got a little bit of wiggle to them. You know, they both got a little finesse. Neither one's a burner. Now, Pearsall is like Aiyuk if he had like T-Rex arms and no muscle. But that's pretty similar. Like a short-armed, not strong version of Brandon. That's Ricky. So here's what he physically you get an idea, but like I think what I like so much about Ricky is his mentality. Because, you know, like the best players in the league approach practice a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like your average player goes to practice and tries to do well, which, as we know, is a fool's errand. You know what I mean? Like, how do you improve if you're trying to do well? You can't. That you can't. That's what we've learned. You think that you're getting better because you're doing your best, but really, what you want to do is not your best. You want to make mistakes and play poorly because then you can learn. And what Pearsall's doing is a lot of learning. And it's just phenomenal. Like every rep is a learning experience for him. And it's so great. And I feel like I wish more players would take it down a notch, be less consistent, be less effective for the sake of learning and growth. So I'll give you an example. Ricky Pearsall, what is he known for? Why is he on the team? Because he creates separation, right? He's just got that wiggle. You just can't. I was like, oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. No, he's over. Separates. Okay, lifts and separates. But in practice, he doesn't separate that much, that's next level preparation. Like, why beat a guy in a route when you could just not beat him? And that's what he's doing. Now, he's winning sometimes because, like I said, tough guy. Competes. Hell of a hand-eye coordination type of guy. But when it comes to, like, getting open, he's trying to make it harder on himself by not getting open. That's what he's doing. So today he made a contested catch against Diamador Lenore. He could have smoked Diamador Lenore easily. Could have smoked him, but he didn't. He's saving that for the game. In practice, that's when you practice, slow releases, kind of sluggish breaks. And if you can win that way, Hall of Fame. Canton. So that's what I'm seeing from Ricky Pearsall, man. A guy who's so ahead of the game, he's cruising in second gear. He's the Brock Purdy of wide receivers. Brock Purdy throws picks on purpose just to get better. Ricky Pearsall lets DBs hang all over him on purpose so everyone can get better. Ricky gets better and Lenore gets better. More confident. Everyone feels better after it. That's what he's here. He's the confidence booster. No, really, with Pearsall, like, he doesn't show, like, no one's scared of his speed. No one seems scared of him. Why isn't he creating a lot of separation? To stop with the snark for a second. He's not strong. I feel like we saw this with Dante Pettis. He is a little like Dante Pettis. He's tougher, and I think he probably has better hand-eye coordination. But with Pettis was a good route runner. Pettis had his kind of speed and agility, change under, hit all of it. But he had no strength. And so any DB could get his hands on Pettis early in the route and then just hang on him the entire way. And Pettis, like, it's not enough to just have a shoulder fake. You have to actually have some strength to be able to push a guy off. They're not going to call holding every single play against you, Ricky, Dante. Like, maybe if you're Aiyuk, you'll get that call, but you're not. You're going to go against starting corners with a lot more clout than you, and you're not going to get those calls. So the way Aiyuk gets open is he has a combination of agility and strength. It's not just his footwork. It's also the fact that he's freaking jacked. Have you seen him? Have you seen his upper body? Jacked. Pearsall, not jacked. So he's going to be looking for calls. He's not going to get them unless he's a Pro Bowl wide receiver. That's what I'm seeing from Ricky. He's supposed to be a guy who creates separation, but he's not creating separation. So is he an outside receiver? Is he Aiyuk, or is he more like a slot guy who can, make contested 10-yard catches? That's what he's been doing in camp. It's contested 10-yard catches. Can he run a post route? Can he run a post corner? Can he run a fade? Like, those are things you'd see from Aiyuk. I haven't seen that from Pearsall yet. He can run a nice little slant against off coverage. But once that corner gets his hands on him, it's like, it's the lack of separation is what you see. The lack thereof separation. Okay. Hopefully I wasn't too snarky about Ricky Pearsall. It's just, I think he's probably doing it on purpose because that's what I heard good players do.